everyone, just a quick one hopefully. I recorded something before and I think last week, and I forgot to edit and stuff like that, so I'm going to put it just after the quote because I haven't put the quote lately and I just popped into my head. So enjoy little things in your life, and I know here I'm going to put my bullet points for myself for today. What I'm thinking today is having a long shower, able to dry my hair, knitting, short videos with my friend which I've never met in person, and just adding over here, I know her since probably 2015 now, and saying I can and try it. So yeah, I'm very proud of myself for that. And hopefully over here I'm going to show you videos. Hello everyone. Today I'll show you the progress of the sweater, and I'm very excited that I really like the yarn I'm knitting with. And so you could see the beginning, I used the long tail cast on method to cast on, because that's normally, I forgot to tell you, if most designers do not tell you what cast on to use, they have in mind the long tail cast on. So I think I just went with that one, and I felt that'll be okay. And then you can see that I used magic long. Whoa, what's the name of it? I'm mixing words, I think, I'm afraid. Long tail cast on, yeah. And then I used magic. Oh well, you could see that I knit a small circumference on the longer circular knitting needles, and that's a special term. I just disappeared from my brain. So how far did I go? And as you can see, I switched already. Yes, okay. So this is it, and I was able to try on because I did not have my shorties, which is like 16 inches I like to knit. This is the 16H, 3.5 millimeters. However, I did use 2.75 millimeters. I'm sorry, I'm not telling you US size. There was a section to increase stitches in the round, and then short row shaping. And if ever of you are afraid to do short row shaping because you may not understand anything with a fingering weight yarn, if you go 1 or 2 here and there and you turn slightly different, you can believe me, no one will ever know. The main thing is that you're creating a fabric which will indicate the depth of the, is that a collar? So you could see this kind of drops low. So by this you could see, okay, hopefully you can see it, please camera. By this you can see there is less fabric and this is more fabric. So basically, I know you could see that this is, oh come on, this is straight, but in reality this will be in the same level. Therefore, if this is the same level, this drops forward. Harder to show because of the camera and everything. Oh, sugar. Anyway, but I haven't started a color work yet. I'm ready to, what you call it? I'm ready to chart. But before, if you watch my previous episode, I told you that I want to weight the bowl because I was hoping I have more than 50 grams. Which occur, that's true, although I did not use a standard weight scale because I don't have one, and I damaged the one that it's for knitting. So I used the thing what you've just seen. And in regards to row shaping, there is an interesting mark over here. At the beginning of the round, it's off center, where sleeve and body will split in part 3. So basically just to tell you that it wasn't like standard 2, so kind of off looking. So I'm hoping I did everything right. I made myself little circles and I was sticking everything, whatever I was doing, because, you know, it's me. But again, if you forgot 2 extra short rows, that means only that section will be shorter. If you added more because, oh my sugar, I made more, and you don't want to frog, just be longer, because you literally work with the same number of stitches that the designer would want for the next step. So it's up to you. Don't worry too much about it. Try it, have fun with it, and see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm going to start a chart, but what I did, like I said, I measured, can you see this? Give me a second. I was on cinematic and maybe that was just so off. So this is the method I like to use. So basically on the label I have information that it's 50 gram and it's 260 meters. Yeah, it looks weird on them because it flips what I see. And then what I know now that it's 52 grams, I have more. So therefore my question was, how much meters do I have now? And you can see on the screen, my recommendation for my size is 150 for the contrast color. Therefore I have extra 73.6 meters. That's apparently what's going to happen. So anyway, at this point, I do know how many meters I have or how many grams I have. And then I will be starting chart and following the chart. After a section of the chart, I'm going to weight the ball that I have, this one again, and we'll see how much I used, and then I will do a similar calculation to predict the future in knitting. How much yarn I'm going to use for another section. Knowing that I have more stitches, and obviously the motif is different, but you know, it's an estimate, just to have fun with that. So I'm going to do that later on when I get to that part. So hopefully today I'll be able to knit section, and I'm not allowed to show you the chart, but I'm allowed to show you the photo. So you could see this is what I'm thinking, that this is like a 1 repeat, 2nd repeat, 3rd repeat, and I want to do and this. That's my dream with that much with the yarn I have, but we will see. Will I have that much? And I really like this, and I think I like this, but then like I mentioned, she has other motifs, and I really haven't had a chance to glance through them. Remember, when you're knitting, you top down, so they upside down. We have hearts, we have snowflakes, we have Christmas balls, we have the bell, we have candles, we have tree, we have present, we have snowman, we have three types of trees. So yeah, we have 2 types of reindeer. I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet, so let's go slowly and we shall see how it goes. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. It's a quick one, and I don't have a quote for you today because I really want to get into knitting, and I had a chat with my husband for a while, therefore it was I'm already late, you know. Oh, and I was able to knit a bit on the sock, like a few really rounds, not really much, but again, the same thing. I hope I have enough for the 2nd sock because I used that for the previous socks that I finished. So, and not included in the playlist socks, but life happens now. We're just roll with whatever happens. So a quick one. I hope you enjoy. Some people messaged me that they're going to maybe join and knit a sweater. I'm not saying to knit the sweater, but they might knit sweater or cardigan and follow and knit with me ish. So I haven't done any really knit along, but if you want, go for it. I'm not going to make a knit along, but you can knit with me. So I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Bye bye. I think that's all I wanted to say in regards to that. Cast on, we have ribbing, we have short row shaping. I told you, don't worry too much about that. Yeah, and then with if you kind of wrap and you know you have to change direction, so once you start picking up those 2 things, see when you knit, do you like the way it gives you the effect? I'm not saying you have to follow the tutorial, I'm not telling you have to follow the designer, just to see once you kind of knit these 2 strands together, because when you turn you have that yarn, depends where, just see how you like it. If you like it, fine. If not, try to do 3 things and it might give you a better effect. Don't afraid to take stitches off slightly and slide them in a different way. It may kind of sort the issue if you have any issues with that, because sometimes people have issues with shorter shaping from perspective of picking them up together, knitting together, and they're not getting nice connection. But with this is a finger weight yarn. It will be tiny, small, and even if there be, yeah, no one will ever know. No one will ever know. Okay, bye bye. And I'm back just to let you know and correct myself from the previous video. But at the same time, I said that I just read the pattern until the split to the body, and I did not pushed it through. However, I have started already. You can see Colorwork. We have some beginnings. I found a page that it says it's how to evenly increase in a yoke. So basically, you have all the sizes written down separately, and then you have the row number. Then you have to do the creases. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful now. I don't have to do the math, and you don't have to do it too if you have this pattern. So yeah, it's festive yoke pullover. So it's Christmas, and yeah, so we have size 1, then you have size 2, size 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. And yeah, I don't have to do any math, and I'll be just increasing and maybe just ticking that I did that row and keep on going. Okay, so just wanted to add because, you know, just in case you think about purchasing the pattern and that could put you off last time what I said, it puts you on the right track. Bye bye. Okay, so hopefully you did not mind. And then now I'm showing you my progress. Quick one, because obviously I want to knit. I switched to from 16 inches circular knitting needles to the bigger ones. I think in this case, would that be 100 centimeters? I'm not sure. So the only way I can actually show it to you, because the cable is not long enough at this stage, would be so that's far I have, and if there's any mistakes, let's go with what I always say, do you need a microwave working over here, so apologize for that. But just letting you know, I'm following the chart. There are rounds over that they're marked to increases. Remember, because I missed that on the first video for this sweater, there is a page 7 and 8 that you can find actually what kind of increases you need to do, so you don't have to do the math, which I thought I will have to do that, but that was my error because I have read only instructions up to the divide to the body section. So another thing during this, what I start doing is I was doing those kind of lines and crossing them off. I went with a set of 5 because that kind of worked well for me in regards remembering how many I had. So just in case you struggle with that, maybe this tip will help you. The tip to count increases. So because over here it goes like with 3 sets of certain numbers of those repeats, so that's kind of scared me straight away, but I went up with a system of just going every 5, so that worked well for me. And in regards to the chart, although I want to show you, I'm using a highlighter to mark how many I've done, and I go with the colors. So I have a green, so one day I did the whole green, then I have orange, but I have blue, and I started a yellow. So I'm going to show you something that normally people don't show. So here are my floats. Okay, I'm going to say bye-bye till the next one. Bye-bye.